All right, y'all, so here's our total fish haul from yesterday. We had an amazing day out there. We ended up with 2 sheep's head, 2 redfish, 4 mangroves, 1 flounder, and 2 trout. And these are only the keeper fish. We caught tons of others. I think I probably caught in total like 10 flounder within maybe about 30 minutes. It was on fire. Caught a bunch more mangroves. We caught another oversized red here, and then a couple undersized trout, as well as broke off on like a few really big fish. But we're gonna go ahead and clean these guys up for you, and then we're gonna head inside and cook them up, and we'll show you exactly how we're gonna do that. Hooked up here, y'all. There's like a nice redfish right here. There he is. He's big. He might be bigger than the last one. Whoa. There we go, y'all. Nice red right here. He's gonna be right at the upper slot. Maybe over, maybe under. We'll see what he is. Fat. He's super fat. Oh my goodness. Come on. Perfect. Look at that. That one is fat. That thing might be a little bit over. That might be a little bull.
Oh, his tail's cut off, so you're good.
Yeah, he has a little shark bite in his tail. We're gonna take him up here and measure him. So I didn't even turn the camera on for the first 2 fish, but this is actually my second red, and I've also caught a keeper sheep's head, and my dad caught a keeper red too. So if this one is a keeper, that'll be our 3rd keeper in the boat, but he's gonna be pretty big. Go ahead and get a measurement on him real quick. Throw him on the stick. He's over. Right at 29, y'all look at that. A little bit over. We'll unhook him, get him tossed back. And if you were ever gonna tag one, this would be the one to tag right here. The closest to the slot you can get is always the best eating ones. I don't really like tagging those 35 inches. To me, they're just not as good, but this would be the one to tag. I'm not gonna do that though. We're gonna go ahead and unhook him and toss him back. Unless he's gut hooked real bad, then I do have a tag right now, so we might have to. Okay, well, I was able to unhook this guy without damaging him at all. He's not bleeding at all, so we're gonna go ahead and get a release. We're just gonna shoot him back down. He swam off great. We're gonna go ahead and grab another shrimp, toss out, and see if we can catch another. Just pulled up to spot number 2. I got myself a live shrimp here, a little number 10 treble hook, I believe it is, and a small split shot. So pretty close to free lining, but not quite. We're just tossing this out along this broken up rock wall here. We're trying to catch mangrove snapper here, speckled trout, catch redfish, really anything. Hopefully we'll be able to get into some. There's one. That's a mangrove. Yep, that's a good one. So there we go, guys. We got ourselves a nice mangrove snapper right here. We're gonna go ahead and unhook him and toss him back. I've came here before and we caught quite a bit, and we were casting up under this concrete structure right here, but the tide is higher this time and we can't get it up under there. Last time it was down low and we had about 1.5 feet of room to cast under, and this time it's touching. So I'm just casting out to the side, and there we go. Nice little mangrove. And mangrove snapper do not have a size limit in Texas, so we could keep this guy, and if he is 10 inches, I am going to keep him, because I know in a lot of other places a 10 or 12 inch mangrove is usually their legal keeper size. So that's just what I'm going to go by here. Although we do not have a size limit, you're not going to get much meat off of a small little mangrove. So let's see, from the head right there to the tail, just under 10. We'll go ahead and drop this guy back in the water. Shrimp number 2 going out, hooking him up through the horn right there. That keeps him alive as long as you don't hit any of the dark spots in the head. Just gonna flip this guy back out. Try about right there. I'm just leaving my bail open in case I get hit real hard. Keeping my hand on it so I can feel a bite. There's a bite. Ah. We'll see if we can get one to come up and munch on that shrimp. There's something biting it right there. There we go, another little mangrove. The little amount of current that we do have is going from outside this way, so if we want to fish under there, we might end up moving around to the outside of the channel and letting them drift up under there to see if there's any bigger mangrove hiding around the structure. But a lot of times the bigger ones will venture out a little bit. They're not as scared as those little guys. Let's go ahead and grab another shrimp. Okay, we have a perfect shrimp here. I'm hooking him up right through the top of the horn. I'll show y'all one last time. There you go. Look at him jumping around. That's exactly what you want. He's gonna sit down there, jump around, make a bunch of noise, a lot of commotion, and attract a bite. So drop him out, get that bail open, get him down there a little bit. It is pretty deep here. This guy's a real good swimmer. He swam straight up to the top. As my shrimp is swimming, I'm constantly feeding out line, letting him go really wherever he wants. There's a bite. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he hit it again right there. Missed it again. I got him. Feels like another mangrove. Feels like a decent one though, if it is. That's a mangrove. It's a nice mangrove. That thing is definitely going home. Woo! Check that out. That's a keeper mangrove. We're gonna go ahead and throw that guy in the box. Let's go. Back out with another shrimp right here. Let him drift down. We just got that nice one. I measured him up. He was about 10.5, almost 11 inches. We'll see if we can get one even bigger than that. Just letting our shrimp get down there to where they are. I did throw a popping cork when I first pulled up, and I didn't get bit. I believe that, oh, he took my bait. Like I was saying, I did throw a popping cork right when we pulled up, but I didn't get bit. I believe that they're down a little bit deeper right now. There was a bite. Oh! There we go. We grabbed the smallest one. Toss these guys back. Let's try again. Right there. That bail open. Just in case we need to feed out some line. I think I got bit. We got a little bit of wind blowing from the side too, which is not helping, so you kind of got to cast past where you want your bait to go. The wind's going to blow it out away from it. There he is. That's a mangrove. Nice one too. Yep. Boom. In the cooler it goes. That makes my 4th or 5th mangrove I've caught. Second nice one right there. Nice blue stripe on him. Cool looking eyes. It's really one of the coolest looking fish. We're gonna toss him in the cooler, but we'll make sure that he's over 10. All right, y'all don't click off the video because we still have the catch and cook coming at you. But really quick, I wanted to explain what happened, because at the beginning of the video, in the intro, I showed y'all all those fish laid out on the fillet table. Well, unfortunately, whenever I sat down and started editing this video, I was going through all the clips, and like half my clips from the GoPro are missing. I don't have the video of me catching the sheep's head. I don't have the video of me catching the flounder. I don't have the video of the trout. None of that. I'm so disappointed, because this was like one of the best days of fishing I've had in quite a while. And it was just such like a multi-species day, and we just absolutely killed the fish. But unfortunately, all the clips are missing. Sometimes that's just how it goes. But I do have one more clip of catching a little undersized flounder that I will show y'all right now. And then after that, we'll see y'all back at the house to clean up these fish and get to cooking them. So y'all stay tuned. There we go, we're hooked up. Little undersized flounder. All right, guys. Well, we are back at the boat ramp now, just now pulling into the dike, and we had an awesome day out here fishing. A ton of different species. We got a bunch of keepers in the box. Me and my dad each caught our Texas Slam, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and load this boat up on the trailer, and then we'll see y'all back at the house to clean up these fish and then cook them up for you guys. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, so we've been cleaning the fish right here, and I think today we're gonna go ahead and cook up the sheep's head. I know sheep's head gets a bad rap. A lot of people don't really think it's that good to eat, but I can tell you right now, it is one of my favorite fish to eat. It resembles crab meat a lot. It's like a sweet meat. It's super delicious. So I'm gonna show y'all from my point of view what it looks like whenever we clean one up. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this fish. You can see right here, right next to the spines, right next to the fins, that it basically has a place to put your knife, like it was meant to be filleted, just like that. So we're just gonna lay our knife in there. We're just gonna make a couple cuts coming up towards the head, all the way. Then we're gonna turn the knife around, and we're gonna do the same thing the other way, right in that little pocket, just like that. And then when we get down here, we just finish off the tail. Okay, so now that we have our initial cut, all we're gonna do is take our thumb, put it back in there. You can see, you're just trying to pull that meat away and start making deeper cuts. We're gonna go up and over the backbone right there, down the other side, out the bottom of the fish. Then we're gonna take this knife, we're gonna run it behind the fin. Now we run it at an angle all the way up to the head, and then all the way down to the stomach. Now basically all you gotta do is just get it off of the rib bones right here. So you just take it, go up over the rib bones. Sheep's head do have really big rib bones. So we're just gonna go up and over them. People think that you're missing meat, but you're not missing anything because you're not gonna eat those rib bones anyways. So we're just going up and over them. Back down the other side. That's a done sheep's head fillet right there. The only thing that we have to do now is take off the meat and knock the pin bones out. So to take off the meat, just like any other fish, run it down, turn your knife sideways, and sheep's head have very thick skin, so you don't really have to worry about cutting through it. Good sharp knife always helps. Boom. Then we take it right here, and we just go right down the middle on that middle bloodline, and that's just gonna cut out the rest of those pin bones, and that is a completely boneless, skinless sheep's head fillet. Perfect, ready to go in the pan. So we're gonna finish this guy up. We're gonna knock the meat off the other side, and then we'll see y'all in the kitchen. All right, y'all, we're back in the kitchen now. We got our fish cleaned up. Here's our sheep's head right here. As you can see, we also have a couple mangrove snapper. Those are ready to go in the oven. And we're just gonna be making some really simple baked fish. The easiest recipe you can possibly do. Takes about 15 minutes total prep and cook time and tastes delicious. So all we have here is just our plain sheep's head, a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Use the seasoning of your choice. It doesn't have to be Cajun seasoning. You can use Italian seasoning, garlic butter seasoning. Really use anything, guys. Put on whatever you want on there. Experiment with different things, and eventually you'll find something that you really like. But we put a nice little coating of that on there. And then we're gonna take some pads of butter that I have sliced pretty thin here. We're gonna put a couple on each fillet. Boom, boom, and boom. Same thing on the other one. And that's gonna melt and just be delicious and get all over that fish. Then we take a couple things of lemon, one there, about 2 per each one, not a big deal. Boom. This lemon's not even cut, but it doesn't even matter. We'll squeeze some on there. So let's go ahead and throw this thing in the oven. We have the oven at about 375 degrees. We're gonna bake it for about 8 to 12 minutes, and it should be done. Okay, our fish has been going for about 12 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take it out. Y'all check that out. It looks delicious. Snapper's done too, but we're focusing on the sheep's head right now. So we're gonna lay it up here, let it cool, and then we'll put it on a plate and try a bite for y'all guys. The very last thing we're gonna do though, now that we took it out, is hit it with some fresh lemon right over the top, just to freshen it up a little bit, get that nice citrus flavor. That's gonna be perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and give our fish a try here. Y'all take a look at that. Move that lemon out of the way. We got that fresh lemon on top of it. Let's get a little nice flaky piece of sheep's head right here. One of the most underrated fish in my opinion. Take a look at that. Super white, super flaky. It's gonna be delicious. Let's try it out. Like always, y'all, sheep's head is super delicious. It's a really firm fish, but yet super flaky at the same time. It just has a wonderful flavor. So definitely go out there, catch some for yourself. Try this recipe out, really simple. It took only 15 minutes to prep and cook. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, like always, guys, I thank you so very much. We're gonna finish this plate of fish right here. And that's all I have for y'all today, but until next time, peace.